Welcome to Xi Jinping Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: China eyes Taiwan's sacred chip industry in pivotal election. The 10% world offers a sliver of hope for 2024. China eyes Taiwan's sacred chip industry in pivotal election. Telegraph. Taiwan's upcoming presidential election could have far-reaching implications for the global semiconductor industry. Taiwan is responsible for manufacturing over 60% of the world's semiconductors and 90% of the most advanced ones. As tensions between China and the West increase, there are concerns that an invasion of Taiwan would give China control over the global electronics supply chain. The election will determine the future of Taiwan's relationship with China, with the Democratic Progressive Party advocating for independence and the Kuomintang Party advocating for closer ties with China. The 10% world offers a sliver of hope for 2024. Bloomberg. The 10% world is an optimistic scenario that envisions several positive developments occurring in 2024. It suggests that voters in Western countries, having experienced populism, have come to realize that populist leaders often fail to deliver on their promises and are worse than the leaders they criticize. This could lead to a shift back to centrist politics in countries like Britain, Greece, and Poland. In the US, there is hope for a president who is not named Trump or Biden, which could result in a more functional political system. There is also the possibility of progress in the Middle East, with a change in leadership in Israel and the removal of the current Hamas leadership leading to a potential deal with moderate Palestinians. Lastly, the collapse of one of the world's dictatorships is seen as a 10% possibility, as strongman regimes are often fragile and vulnerable to collapse. While the 10% world is an optimistic scenario, it is acknowledged that these positive developments are less likely to occur than the populist victories of 2016. However, the hope is that in 2024, a surprising and positive year will unfold, with achievements such as America electing its first female president, Trump and Netanyahu facing legal consequences, the US and China repairing their economic relationship, and progress being made in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It is recognized that these outcomes are unlikely, but the possibility remains that good things can happen in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Six from the 6 Degrees World, bringing you the latest news and insights from across the globe. Today, we discuss two important topics that could shape the future of our world. Firstly, we examine the upcoming presidential election in Taiwan and its potential impact on the global semiconductor industry. Taiwan, known as the chip-making powerhouse, produces over 60% of the world's semiconductors, including 90% of the most advanced ones. With tensions rising between China and the West, there are concerns that an invasion of Taiwan could give China control over the global electronics supply chain. The election will decide the direction of Taiwan's relationship with China, with the Democratic Progressive Party advocating for independence and the Kuomintang Party advocating for closer ties. The outcome of this election will undoubtedly have far-reaching implications for the global tech industry. Next, we explored the concept of the 10% world, a hopeful scenario for 2024. It envisions positive developments such as a return to centrist politics in Western countries, progress in the Middle East, and the collapse of a dictatorship. While these outcomes are less likely than the populist victories we witnessed in 2016, there is still a glimmer of hope for a surprising and positive year in 2024. Now, let's dive into the analysis. The semiconductor industry is the backbone of our modern world, and any disruption to its supply chain could have severe consequences. China's interest in Taiwan's chip industry reflects its ambition to dominate this crucial sector. However, Taiwan's election will determine whether it remains an independent force or becomes subject to China's control. This is a critical moment for the global tech industry, and we will be closely watching the outcome. As for the 10% world scenario, it presents an optimistic outlook for a future where we see positive changes in politics and international relations. While it may seem like a long shot, we must remember that history is full of unexpected turns. The world has witnessed incredible advancements and breakthroughs that were once deemed impossible. So, who's to say that 2024 won't surprise us with positive changes? In conclusion, both the Taiwan election and the 10% world scenario offer us valuable insights into the potential future of our world. These topics remind us that things can change, sometimes in unexpected ways. So, let's stay hopeful and engaged as we navigate the complexities of our ever-evolving world. And now, I invite you, my dear audience, to share your thoughts and questions. What are your ideas about Taiwan's chip industry and its potential implications? And what do you think about the possibility of a more positive 2024? Let's discuss. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.